Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Montreal Canadiens franchise mode. So in last episode we made a couple more trades just to get us some more picks at this draft and next year's draft. And anyways, we're up here at the draft looking to probably get some good NHL ready prospects. I was looking at the draft class at the end of last episode, and there is a few interesting guys that we could get with our pick. So the first is Ehrhoff, who's a NHL ready defenseman, even though he's got top 4 potential. Could be a really good guy. And then we also have Nables. This guy could be an elite player, but he is a grinder, which is kind of weird. So I don't know if we'll take him or not. But yeah, he's NHL ready as well, according to our interview. And then also Heatley is NHL ready apparently too, and he could be an elite defenseman, but he looks like he's maybe more of a medium top 4. So yeah, those are the 3 picks that we could potentially take with our pick in this draft if they don't go earlier. There is also some guy that looks pretty good that's supposed to go later in the draft for us, because we have a late first rounder from St. Louis. We are probably going to take this Carson Cunning guy because he's NHL ready apparently already, and he is looking really good for a top 4 defenseman. So he's probably like a 78 or an 80, but to get him at like number 28 would be insane. So let's get into the draft, see if we can get some good prospects into this organization, because we are in a rebuilding state now. So let's start up the draft, see if we can get anybody decent. Okay, so Nashville's got first overall. They moved up from number 14 to number 1, so they're getting really lucky with this pick if it's a franchise guy. Arizona has number 2, followed by Calgary, Winnipeg, and San Jose for the top 5. So let's see what Nashville takes at number 1. And they get Raffle, who's an elite power forward, so that's still a really good pick, because this guy was really insane in the United States. Almost a goal a game. And then in Arizona, who are they going to take? They're going to take Seidenberg, 79 playmaker. Calgary's going to take 80 overall defensive defenseman in Kopriva. Winnipeg takes Zadorov, and San Jose will take McBride, who's a 72 overall top 4 defenseman. Interesting. Kind of interesting that they would go with him now, because that guy's not NHL ready, but I guess they didn't realize the other ones. The other defensemen that are supposed to go that are NHL ready. So the Islanders are going to take another elite player, E. Flynn, sniper. San Jose must be feeling bad after that pick. Gerbeshkov goes to Boston, another top 4 defenseman. And Minnesota is going to take Tokarski, which means we have a choice between 3 different guys that are all NHL ready. I just don't know which one we want to take. Like, this is going to come back to probably bite me if I choose the wrong guy. So, Ehrhoff, he looks really good. We know that for sure. Nables, we don't know anything about him at all, but he is a similar style to Guy Lafleur. He's NHL ready. Like, a similar style to Guy Lafleur in Montreal. That might be enticing, but we do need more defensive prospects. So, this guy's more like a Mark Edward Vlasic, and Ehrhoff is similar to nobody. 6'4", 199. This guy's probably more offensively minded because of his height and weight and all that. I might be regretting taking him, but I think I want this guy because even though he's small, he looks like he could be more of an offensively minded guy. Well, this guy's probably a bit more defensively minded due to his size. And then Nables, Nables would be interesting, but an elite grinder, I don't think those guys grow that high. Like, I think I've seen an 85, 86 highest. So we are going to take, we're going to take Kurt Heatley with this pick. Might be risky, but we'll take him anyways. And he's a 77 overall medium top 4. Apparently he's NHL ready, but he'll probably play in the AHL. Yeah, he's AHL eligible, so he's probably going to play in the AHL this year. But that's still not a bad pick. Let's see what Detroit gets. They're going to go with Nables, who's a 76 medium top 6. So glad we didn't go with him. He has good potential, but yeah, I don't know if I would like this guy even. Heatley, is he more offensively minded? No, he's not. Still, hopefully that guy is NHL ready not next season, but the season afterwards. And then Ehrhoff is not going to go yet. Carl goes to Philadelphia. Ehrhoff was a 77, and he goes to New Jersey. So it was the same pick as our Heatley one, so I think we made a decent choice. Yeah, they're very similar players. Almost identical. Okay, let's sim to our next pick, which is 26. See if we could get that Carson Cunning guy. So that elite goalie just went before us, but it doesn't really matter because we already have an elite goalie. But yeah, we're going to go with Carson Cunning because being a defenseman that's NHL ready this late in the draft, this guy's going to be a pretty good steal, I think. So welcome to Montreal, Carson Cunning, and he is a 79. So this guy actually is NHL ready. And he's already going to play on our top 6. Wow, good offensive awareness already too. That's probably one of the best late round steals I've seen other than elite goalies. Like, this guy had 44 points in the United States at 18 years old. And now he's already going to get to play in the NHL at 19 for a late first rounder. That's pretty good. Okay, let's sim to our next pick, which is in the second round. We actually have back-to-back picks. Didn't realize that. Hopefully we could snag up something good here. So there is a potentially elite guy here, Darcy Gill. I did have this guy pinned. He is probably a top 6 because he's 3 years away. There's also Haken, 3 years away, like Larry Murphy, so he's probably offensively minded. And then Kennan's 3 years away. And then there's also Hector Taves, which was looking kind of enticing before to me, 3 years away. I think at this stage we can't really go wrong, so yeah, let's go with Gill. Even though he's not a defenseman, we'll go with the forward. And he is a 64 top 6, so that's another good pick for us. This draft in itself might help us speed up our rebuild. Hagen could be offensively minded. I wouldn't mind an offensive defenseman. Yeah, I think Hagen might be our pick here. Yeah, I think we're going to take Haken because he could be more offensively minded, and we kind of need that offensive piece maybe on our back end. And he's a two-way defenseman, 64 overall. So these two guys will take a couple years to develop, but I think this draft is definitely going to help speed up our rebuilding process. We have another second round pick, which is the one from St. Louis, I think, or maybe not St. Louis. I don't know who it is, but it's our third second round pick this year. So we could still go with Hector Taves. We're definitely stocking up on the prospects at this draft. I don't think Taves is elite, but I could be wrong. No, he's probably not. I think I might go with Connor Collins. Yeah, I'm going to go with Connor Collins in this one. And he's also a top 6 forward prospect, so we have a lot of good prospects coming in this draft. We don't have the third rounder, unfortunately, but we have back-to-back fourths. Ooh, a good goalie, too. This guy has a chance of being a high elite goalie, or a medium elite goalie, but it's going to take him a couple years to develop. You know what, I might as well take another goalie if this guy's going to be a good elite player. And he's a high starter, 49 overall, so, I mean, if Ryder doesn't pan out, we have another goalie just in case. It's always good to have some backup options in case. And then our next pick, we have not had a bad pick yet, which is pretty good. This guy's probably going to be a low top 6, but he still doesn't look that bad. Looking like maybe 3 years away. And then Mercier, not as good. Yeah, let's just take Caden Konopka here. And he is a low top 9, so still not a bad pick, really. This is a pretty good draft. It might be one of the best drafts I've seen in a while. So there is a guy that could be elite here, Guillermo Dodge. With a name like Guillermo, it's pretty cool. I might take him. 4 years away. And that means he'd be like 23. So he's probably not that good. Anybody else? This guy could be elite. But is he? Don't think so. 5 years away. There's another goalie, but we don't need it anymore. That defenseman, was he a medium top 4 looking like? Grayson Hobbs. 5 years away. Yeah, most of these guys are going to be projects, so it doesn't really matter who we take at this stage. Let's just take Guillermo Dodge, just because he's got a cool name. And Guillermo's a bottom 6 forward, so that one's a bit of a bad pick, but I mean, the draft's probably getting weaker at this stage. just because it was so good early on. Our next pick, who do we want to take? Let's just sort by potential. Yeah, we don't have any guaranteed elite players. This guy's 2-bar low elite. 4 years away. Okay, I will take Malachi Janik. Yeah, Malachi Janik. Low top 9. Not a bad pick, considering our last one was pretty bad. And our final pick of the draft. See if we can get anything else interesting here. Potential-wise, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get any huge steal here. Low top 6 is decent. Reginald Card. 20 years old already, though. And he won't be NHL ready till he's like 25. Or there's a medium top 9 power forward. 4 years away. Yeah, let's take Jalen Knubel. And he's a Belgian guy, too, so we'll take him. Medium bottom 6, okay. So not a bad draft. I mean, we got quite a bit of top 6 forwards and top 4 defensemen, so I think this is going to be a really good draft for us down the road, because we got 2 top 4 defensemen, then we got like 3 top 6 forwards, I think, and then we got a couple bottom 6 guys and low top 9s. And then we also got that high starter, so I mean, we got a lot of good picks this draft. I'm not sure if all of them are going to make the NHL, but a lot of them probably will. So I think that was a very good draft for us in terms of our rebuild. So we got to re-sign our NHL head coach, our associate coaches as well. So I wouldn't mind bringing Lemaire back. He's got a pretty solid career record. It's above 500. So we'll give him $4 million, even though it's a lot of money. There you go. And then our associate coach, let's bump that up to $1 million. And Pagaduin, will bump yours up to $686K. There you go. Hopefully all 3 of those guys accept. We also have to sign our 2 scouts, which is Maddox Mowers, I think it said. Yeah, Maddox Mowers. It's a cool name. And we got also Mr. Christopher Gruel. There you go. Okay, so those guys should hopefully all accept. Let's take a look at what we got to re-sign this offseason. I don't know if I'll do free agency this episode. We'll see if we do that. So RFAs first, so Peltier. We also actually have Kotkaniemi, I think, right? Or not. I thought Kotkaniemi's contract came out this year. Maybe I re-signed him last episode or the episode before that. Okay, so Jacob Peltier, let's give him a contract. So, yeah, I could give you 1 year at 2.2. There you go. And then the rest of these guys are AHL players, so I might get rid of some of them. Let's go to the bottom of the list. So Adamski does not look good at all. You're going to go. McTaggart, I wouldn't mind bringing you back. I'm going to probably bring back a lot of these guys just in case. But we do have some guys that can make the... Actually, we're going to sign most of them, I think. Because we got some more defensemen that could play down there in the minors. So we're going to re-sign all of them. Might as well. All of them except for McShane, because McShane's one I did not draft. McEachern is going to get signed for down there in the minors. Again, he wants a one-way contract, but we'll give him $775. That's fine. And then Boris Zubov will get qualified. And then in terms of UFAs, Carey Price is going to be leaving. I know you guys are going to probably hate that, but yeah, I don't really feel like giving him a contract. He's dropping off a lot. He's probably just going to stay as a free agent this entire year. So we're going to release him. Thank you for your time here, Carey Price, when you won us the Stanley Cup. Peter Mrazek, you're also going to go because you're on the decline. Okay, so UFAs that we have to re-sign. So Slater, you're gone. Vikland, you're gone. O'Reilly, you're gone. Rammer, you're gone. Josh Brook, you're probably gone as well. Actually, we'll resign you because we need defensemen down there. Hillman, you are AHL ready. I don't know how this low top 9 has grown this fast, but he's a 75 at 20. So this guy might make the NHL or be a high AHL top 6 forward. Geyser, we're going to let you go for now as well. Same Steele. We're going to let go of a lot of guys. And you guys could kind of give me suggestions for free agency because I don't think I'm going to do it this episode. So, Josh Mahura, we got to free up a roster spot. Yeah, I'm going to let go of Lauzon, and then I'm going to bring back Mahura, I think. Just because we do have that one defenseman we drafted that's already NHL ready. JFK, I wouldn't mind bringing back for 1 year. Yeah, 1 year for both you guys. And then Yolonen, 1 year as well. If we have too much roster players, we could always make trades, so it's not the end of the world. Brandon Montour, I'll give you 1 year deal. Obey Kabul was really good with us. I might bring him back 1 year. Pretty much give all these guys just 1 year contracts. And then if we're bad still at the deadline, then I'll end up flipping them or something like I did with these other dudes. Morgan Frost, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind bringing back for a couple years. Yeah, we'll give you 3 years till you're 30. And then Brady Shea's been a very good piece for here, and he also has a lot of trade value, but he wants a lot of money. I'll give you 1 year as well at 7. Hopefully he comes back. And let's advance a day. See if we get all those guys. So we got our coach back, which is good. Yep, we got all 3 of our coaches. And we got our scout, I think. Anybody reject? No, all these guys rejected, unfortunately. So we got all our RFAs done. And then we just need to get these guys back. So Suzuki, I'll give you a 1 year deal, but I will bump it up to... Let's bump it up to $4 million. Might be overpaying some of these guys, but we have the cap space, I think, to do it. And then Brandon Montour, I wouldn't mind bringing back still, like I said. 1 year deal at 5.8. And then Brady Shea, I want to bring him back still because he definitely has the trade value to potentially get us some good picks again next year if we want to deal him. So we're going to give him 7.75, which might be a bit much, but still. Yolonen, 1 year deal at, let's go with 2.35. Forsbacka Carlson, I want you back still as well. 1 year at, let's go with $2 million. And then Josh Brook, I'll let you go. Advance the day. And our other scout accepted. Anybody rejected those guys? Nope, they all accepted. So we got everybody back, and we still have $34 million in cap space to work with. So I think we could still pick up some good pieces in the offseason. So currently at the moment, so you guys know what we are looking for in free agency, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 forwards, which is technically enough, but I mean, we could probably run with this as our offensive group, and then we could trade away guys as the season progresses. And we have some other good AHL guys that could potentially grow to be an NHL ready soon. And then in the system, anything good? Just Swift, okay. Let's see about defensemen in our NHL team. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So Salmelainen could be NHL ready this season. Yeah, he probably is. So him and Cunning would be on the top 6. Mahura and Montour on the top 4. And Lambos and Shea on the top 2 pairing. If Salmelainen's not ready, on the other hand, then Mahura would probably be playing top 6, so we could use maybe another defenseman. And then goalie-wise, Sepanen would be our starter or backup, and we could find another goalie. Let's actually go to our unsigned because we didn't sign any of those guys yet. So Cunning is going to be in our NHL team this season. Heatley is going to be playing in the AHL. And then I think that's the only ones we're going to sign. Yeah, actually Ryder's going to get a contract, but I don't think he's AHL eligible yet. So we're going to give him a contract. Okay, so those 3 guys will definitely accept. So let's go to free agency, see what's available. And then that'll be it for this episode. Okay, so all three of those guys have accepted. So Ryder is going to be returning to the QMJHL, which means Zubov will be back up in the AHL this season. Okay, so let's see what's available in free agency, because we definitely need a goalie, maybe some more defensemen. If we want to tank this year, though, we might just run with our defensive core like the way we have it. So goalie-wise, there is definitely some good goalies available. David Rittich just came off a solid season. But if you guys see anything to go after, let me know. So definitely some okay goalies, not great ones, but solid. And then defenseman, Oli Uolivi's pretty good, at least overall wise. Don't know which of these guys would match our system well, but if you guys see anything to bring in, not Travis German, definitely though, let me know. And then in terms of wingers and stuff, let's just check these guys as well. So Kiefer Sherwood didn't even re-sign with the team we traded him to, so definitely was worth giving up him. So there's some solid right wingers. Left wing wise, there's also some good left wingers, including Zucker, Johansson, and Brett. Center wise, there's some really good centers available, like Middlestat. So yeah, this year we could potentially pick up some good free agents, but I don't think I really want to, because like I know we have a lot of cap space, but we're kind of going through a rebuilding state, so I would rather give the young guys the chance, like what Ottawa's doing in real life. So let's take a look actually at our prospect pool, and then that'll be it for this episode, just so you guys could kind of see what we already have in terms of prospects. So let's start by potential. So currently, can I go in the system? No, I can't. So currently we have some really good really good elite players. Like Lambos is growing pretty good. Kakaniemi might come back next year again, and Lafreniere is definitely the centerpiece for a rebuild. Rene is a solid prospect, but I don't know if he's going to grow much more. We do have a lot of top 6-4 prospects, though. Yeah, we have a lot of good young guys, I think. And then goalie-wise, we do have a lot of good young goaltenders, too, in terms of 2 elite guys. And then also, just in case, a high starter. And also McEachran's there in case, too. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Montreal Canadiens franchise mode. So in next episode, we will take it to free agency, where we might sign some players. Maybe, well, we'll definitely sign a goaltender, but we might sign some forwards or defensemen. And then after that, we'll start up probably the season simulation and see how this young team performs. If they're simulating really bad, that's okay, because we want a good pick this year, and we want to maybe find another kind of centerpiece type of guy like Lafreniere to kind of rebuild around. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.